Hello friends, and welcome to Storytime. My name is Miss Maureen, and let's get started by singing our hello song. When we sing hello, we'll salute, and when we sing friends, we'll take our two fingers and have them give each other a hug. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends, it's time to say hello. Good job! This week is school vacation week, and since we had our special guest earlier this week, and for our in-person story time we'll be doing a special storytime walk, we don't really have a theme for storytime this week. So I pulled together a couple of books that I think are representative of these cold but beautiful winter days and nights. Wanting to be cozy, wanting to explore the wonder of this winter world, and lots of cuddles. You may also notice that it's a little different here today. I'm back in the library. I don't have my felt board with me. I'm not able to get over to the other building and leave the library this week, and that's where the felt board is right now. But don't worry, we won't need it. We have other things planned for today. Why don't we start off by learning a couple of words in American Sign Language? This past week has been very, very cold. So let's learn the sign for cold. What letter does cold start with? K, cold. Yes, cold starts with the letter C. C is for cold. To sign the word cold, you'll take both of your hands into fists and you'll kind of pulse them towards each other. Cold, cold, cold. Good job. And when it's cold, I don't know about you, but I want to stay inside sometimes and get cozy and have lots of cuddles. Can we learn the word cuddle? What letter does cuddle start with? K, cuddle. Yes, cuddle starts with C, just like cold. Cuddle, cold, C. To sign the word cuddle, you want to loosely cup your hands together and kind of pull them up over your heart. Cuddle. Like you're cuddling a little animal there. Cuddle. Cuddle. When it's cold, I like to stay inside and cuddle. Good job, friends! Before we go into our first book, let's do our alphabet together. You can pad along at home, you can sing along with me, or you can sign along with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job, friends! Our first book today is called Cozy by Jan Brett. This is her newest book, I believe, or at least one of her new ones. Just came out last year. And it's the story of a musk ox named Cozy, but it's also a story of getting cozy. I'm going to read a little bit from the inside flap here so we can get an idea of what this story is about. Cozy is the softest musk ox in Alaska with the warmest fur imaginable. When a storm hits while he's separated from his family, Cozy starts to feel lonely. But not for long. As the snow piles up, animals start to notice just how warm and comfy he looks. One mama lemming has a bright idea. Maybe the best place to spend the winter is under Cozy's fur. And while we're reading this book, I want you guys to pay attention to the side panels here. This is something that Jan Brett does in her books, and when you look at the side panels, it tells a little more of the story than what's happening on the main page. These pictures not only add to the story that you're hearing, but they also give you a little clue as to what might be coming next. So pay attention to those side panels while we read Cozy together. Cozy. Cozy. Storms rolled over the tundra when Cozy the muskox was separated from his herd. He was used to being with his family. His mother and father had named him Cozy because his silky coat was so soft and thick. Cozy braced himself against the wind, and his thick coat warmed him like a blanket. In a tussock, a mother lemming's pups were squeaking loudly. "I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm cold." She used a triple carry to tunnel them toward a new spot, where she saw a towering mountain of fur. In no time, the lemming family settled in next to Cozy's left hoof. "Shh," she whispered. "Quiet voices, and that musk ox will never notice us." Snowshoe Hare, feeling chilly, had the same idea. "Master Musk Ox," he asked politely, "may I wait out the storm under the protection of your very thick coat?" Cozy was happy for the company, and well aware that a lemming family had snuck in. He said, "Welcome, Snowshoe Hare, but mind those lemmings. Quiet voices and gentle thumping only." Snow swirled and flump. Suddenly, all grew white. Was it a clump of snow that had hit Cozy on the forehead? No, it was feathers. When Cozy opened his eyes, he was looking into big yellow ones. The eyes belonged to a snowy owl, who also had a request. "Oh, magnificent Oomigmak, would you be so kind as to give me shelter? The wind has tumbled me terribly." Cozy knew that snowy owls and lemmings and snowshoe hares were not always fast friends, but he agreed, with some conditions. House rules are quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself. Arctic Fox's nose was turning blue. Her bushy tail wasn't warm enough, and every time she wraps it around herself, the wind unwrapped it. Thinking Cozy would make a good windbreak, she sidled up to him. "Do you mind, Mr. Muskox, if I unfreeze my nose in your thick fluff?" Cozy was happy to welcome a new guest, but eyeing her sharp canines, he answered, "For the harmony of all, quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, and no biting." As winter went by, the storms grew worse. The wind blew, and a low, humpy shape appeared, swaying and shuffling. Its coat was covered with ice balls. "Shaggy beast," it growled. "I fell in an ice floe and am chilled to the bone. Can you help me?" Cozy was happy to invite the Wolverine in, but added to the house rules. Quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, no biting, and no pouncing. Cozy's new friends cleaned their coats, preened their feathers, napped, and were glad for their comfy shelter. But then, above the wind, the animals heard yip, yip, yip. A team of huskies, always on the lookout for a good thing, barreled into Cozy's big bulk, flinging the creatures in all directions. Their musher, a sea otter, looked on in dismay. "Hi," the lead dog grinned. "House rules," chorused the jostled lemmings, snowshoe hare, snowy owl, arctic fox, and wolverine. "Quiet voices, gentle thumping, claws to yourself, no biting, no pouncing, and be mindful of others." Cozy, wary of the lead dog, who looked a lot like a wolf, shook his horns to make sure the huskies understood. As time went by, the wind calmed a little and the Arctic sun climbed higher in the sky. The animals felt more at home every day. But Cozy had spring fever. "I want to find my family. How can I move with all these visitors underfoot?" The house rules were stretched every day. When was a nibble a bite? When was a hoot quiet or loud? There was bumping, making faces, and nobody was saying, "I'm sorry." One sunny day, the lemmings were playing climb the ladder. A great chunk of Cozy's coat came off. Then another hank came off in Snowy Owl's talons. Cozy remembered this from last year. Shedding meant it was finally spring in Alaska. Hank by hank, all of Cozy's warm, silky winter coat drifted down the slope. Cozy's lodgers started heading to their spring homes. Cozy hadn't felt so free and breezy since he was a calf. He jumped, he gambled, and then, in the middle of a gleeful leap, he saw his herd. He ran to join his mother, his father, his sister, and his brother. "Where were you? We were worried," said his sister Fluffy. "We missed you," said his brother Snuggly. "I made some new friends," Cozy told them. But it was nice to get back to musk ox ways. They all formed a circle, babies in the middle, but Cozy felt curiously alone. Then the breeze carried squeaky and growly and whistling voices. "See you next year, Cozy." "Meet you when the snow flies, Cozy." The snowshoe hare thump, thump, thumped, as they all called. "We can't wait to get cozy with Cozy." The end. It's so nice that those animals not only got to stay cozy all winter, but also made some new friends. I have some friends here with me in the library, and these friends live outside, and since it's been so cold, I just want to check up on them and make sure that they are cozy. Do you think you can help me with that? Thank you! So why don't we start off by checking up on my friend Raccoon. Can you guys sing, "Where is Raccoon, where is Raccoon," with me to help me find out where Raccoon is so we can check up on him? Where is Raccoon, where is Here I am, here I am. How are you today, friend? Very cozy, thank you. Snuggle up, snuggle up. Good. Raccoon is cozy. Let's let Raccoon snuggle up over here. But I have more friends to check up on. Can you help me check on my friend Owl? Can we sing, Where is Owl? Where is Owl? Where is Owl? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, friend? Very cozy, thank you. Snuggle up, snuggle up. Good. Owl is cozy too. Let's let Owl snuggle up with Raccoon. There we go. Getting nice and cozy together. But there's a few more friends I want to check up on. Can you help me check on my friend Skunk? Can we sing, Where is Skunk? Where is Skunk? Where is Skunk? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, friend? Very cozy, thank you. Snuggle up, snuggle up. Oh, good. Skunk is cozy too. Let's let Skunk snuggle up with our friends Raccoon and Owl. But there's just a couple more friends that I'd like to check up on. Can you help me check up on my last two friends? Thanks, guys. Let's check up on my friend Bear. Can we sing, Where is Bear? Where is Bear? Where is Bear? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, friend? Very cozy, thank you. Snuggle up, snuggle up. Yay! Bear is cozy too. Let's let Bear cozy up with all of our friends. And that means I have just one more friend that I need to check up on. I still need to check up on Fox. Can you sing, Where is Fox? Where is Fox? Where is Fox? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, friend? Very cozy, thank you. Snuggle up, snuggle up. Fox is cozy too. That means all of our friends are cozy. And now they're also all snuggled up together. Thank you, friends. It feels so good to know that my friends are warm and cozy and together. And you helped me with that. So thank you. The next book we're going to read is about leaving your cozy home to go and see all the beautiful sights on a winter's night. So before we go into that, can we sing a quick song? We'll sing, The Snow is Falling Down. And you can just make snow happen. Remember the sign for snow? Snow. And we'll do this while we sing. The snow is falling down, the snow is falling down. Bright white flakes are all around, the snow is falling down. Good job, friends. So our next book is called Polar Bear Night by Thompson, and it's illustrated by Stephen Savage. Let's read the inside flap here so we can get an idea of what this book is about. One keen, clear night, a polar bear cub wakes inside her warm den. Something in the moonlit stillness quietly beckons. What is it? The little cub sets out for the snow and sky and sea and ice, and the moon follows. So begins a magical journey through a starlit world filled with love and wonder. Polar Bear Night. Polar Bear Night. The night is keen and cold. Snug inside her warm den, a polar bear cub wakes. Something in the moonlight stillness quietly beckons. What is it? The little cub leaves her warm, soft mother, so deep asleep. She sets out for the snow and sky and sea and ice, and the moon follows. Quietly, the little cub creeps across the snow, watching, listening. All the others are asleep. She sees the walrus. He is sleeping. She sees the seals. They are all sleeping. She sees the whales. They are swimming as they sleep. Farther and farther, the polar bear cub walks, watching, listening. Where is she going? What will she find? The little bear climbs high upon a mountain of snow, and there she waits, wondering, and the moon waits with her. Then the stars begin to stir. Over here, stars are softly falling. Over there, too. It is a star shower. The stars are like snowflakes, falling, falling. They light up the snow and the ice. They light up the lapping waves of the sea. They light up the walrus and the seals and the whales. They light up the bear cub's warm, snug den and her soft, sleeping mother. They light up everything the little bear loves. And the little bear shines bright with light, too. One by one, the stars stop falling. Soon, they are still again, shining upon the little bear, shining as they sleep. Now the polar bear cub is ready for sleep, too. She makes her way back through the keen, clear night, and the moon follows. Snow and sky and sea and ice, and Mother Bear's soft, warm fur. Home. The end. Even though it's so cold outside, there's still lots of beautiful things that we can see and experience out there. Do you know what this is called that we saw in the book? That's the Aurora Borealis, or the Northern Lights. It's when you can see lots of beautiful different streaks of color in the sky. It usually only happens far up north where it's very, very cold. but sometimes we can even see it here in Maine. Things like the aurora borealis or shooting stars are much easier to see on the coldest, darkest nights. But going out in the cold might be fun to see all these beautiful winter sights, but it's nice to know that you have a cozy den and someone to cuddle up with when you come back home. Our next song is called If You're Cozy and You Know It. I'm going to stand up, but you can do all the movements in a seated position as well. So this song is called If You're Cozy and You Know It, and it goes to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. One of the things that I like to do when I'm getting cozy is to make sure that I have a blanket. So can we sing, if you're cozy and you know it, get a blanket? And what we'll do is we will touch our toes and pull our blankets up to our chin. If you're cozy and you know it, get a blanket. Ooh. If you're cozy and you know it, get a blanket. Ooh. If you're cozy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're cozy and you know it, get a blanket. Ooh. Good job. Now, after I have my blanket and I'm all snuggled, I might want to do one big stretch just to loosen my muscles up so I can really relax into my coziness. So let's sing, if you're cozy and you know it, do a stretch. And you can stretch however feels good for you. If you're cozy and you know it, do a stretch. Big stretch. If you're cozy and you know it, do a stretch. Big stretch. If you're cozy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're cozy and you know it, do a stretch. Biggest stretch. Good job. Now for our last thing, we have our blankets, our muscles feeling all stretched out, and it's time to cuddle up. Can we sing, if you're cozy and you know it, cuddle up? If you're cozy and you know it, cuddle up. If you're cozy and you know it, cuddle up. If you're cozy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're cozy and you know it, cuddle up. Good job, friends. Do you think we can put all three together? We can get a blanket, do a stretch, and cuddle up. Let's give it a shot. If you're cozy and you know it, do all three. Ooh, big stretch. If you're cozy and you know it, do all three. Ooh, big stretch. If you're cozy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're cozy and you know it, do all three. Big stretch. Good job, friends. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty cozy. But before I sit back down, I have another song for us to do. If you are still seated, you can still do these movements by stretching to touch your toes or stretching above your head. And for turning around, you can just turn your arms. This is called polar bear, turn around. Polar bear, turn around. Polar bear, touch the ground. Polar bear, reach up high. Polar bear, touch the sky. Can you really stretch tall? Good job. Polar bear, touch your nose. Polar bear, touch your toes. Polar bear, touch your knees. Polar bear, sit down, please. Good job, little polar bears. Our last book is called Cuddle Monkey by Liliane Hellman, and the pictures are by Chad Otis. This book doesn't have anything to do with winter, but it has a lot to do with cuddling, which I think is a very important part of cold winter days and nights. Cuddles make us feel warm in our bodies and our hearts. Let's read the little inside flap here and get an idea of what this book is about. Louis loves to cuddle. He cuddles his favorite book. He cuddles his stuffed animals. He even cuddles a puddle, just because it rhymes. Cuddling the bus driver, however, turns out to be a little dangerous. Cuddling at dinner is too messy. And cuddling his new baby brother is wiggly and squiggly. But it turns out a cuddle doesn't have to be perfect for it to be just the cuddle you need. Cuddle Monkey. Cuddle Monkey. Louis loved to cuddle. Cuddle time! After getting dressed, he was ready for more cuddles. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle! But cuddle time was over. This was not going to stop Cuddle Monkey. He curled up with his favorite book, and some bananas, and his favorite purple truck. He even tried to cuddle a puddle, just because it rhymed. Not his best plan ever. He waited for at least 17 seconds. Now it must be cuddle time, Louis thought. But now it was time for baby Owen's bath. So Louis snuggled all of his stuffed animals. Fluffy and Rocky, Big Cecilia Gray, and Little Cecilia Gray, and Hedwig, and Lambie, and King Kong the Great, and Monster Dude. That didn't work out so well either. None of them knew how to cuddle back. This time, Louis waited 6 whole minutes. Was it cuddle time now? It was not. Now it was time to go to school. His classmates were too busy to cuddle. His teacher told him to sit back down in his chair. The lunch lady just gave him a snack, and the janitor pointed to a sign. Cuddling during work hours not allowed. Louis, however, was determined. But cuddling the school bus driver was too dangerous, and at dinner it was too messy. After dinner, Mama said, "It looks like someone could use a hug." "Louis, I have a big job for you," she said. "You can teach Owen how to cuddle." Not her best plan ever. Owen was wiggly and squiggly and definitely not a good cuddler. So Louis tried a few bounces and smooches and even a cookie. He had hope. After he tucked Owen in, Louis got in his jammies and jumped into bed. "Is it cuddle time now?" he called. "Yes, it is," said Papa, who gave him a great big goodnight squeeze. "It most definitely is," said Mama, who gave Louis an even greater, bigger goodnight squeeze. "I love to cuddle," said Louis. "We know," said his Mama and Papa together. Louis couldn't wait to start again tomorrow. The end. Oh, look at all these silly monkeys. Can we count how many monkeys we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 little monkeys. Can we count those monkeys again? But this time, can we sing while we do it? And when we're done, we'll say, 10 little monkeys, cuddle up. Do you remember the sign for cuddle? 1 little, 2 little, 3 little monkeys, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little monkeys, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little monkeys, 10 little monkeys, cuddle up. Good job, friends. Well, that's it for story time today, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I hope that you did too. And I hope that you are getting to go out and explore this beautiful wintry scene, but also getting to come inside and get cozy and cuddly when you're all done. If you're looking for archived videos or our current Storytime schedule, you can find it on our website, which is linked in the description below. If you'd like to stick around for an at-home activity, I have one after this. So let's just sing our goodbye song and let's get crafting. We are going to wave and we're going to clap. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends and wave goodbye like this. Bye, friends. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to make a cozy winter hat so you can stay cozy even when you're exploring outdoors. For this craft, you'll need a piece of paper, something to color with, some scissors, some glue, and a pencil, and then optionally either a cotton ball or a pom-pom, and some ribbon or some yarn scraps that you can use to decorate and add some texture. So we want to start off by making our hat shape. If you have a printer at home, you can look up a template for a winter hat and print that and just cut out along the edges. But if you don't, or if you want to try to draw and cut it yourself, you're going to start by making a big U on the paper, but make sure you leave some space on the bottom. Once you've made your U, you can draw a circle underneath it, touching the U. You can either keep it like this, or you can add a little cuff at the top, just by drawing a rectangle that's a little wider than your U. Then go ahead and cut it out. Now we just want to color in our hats. You can use as much or as little color as you want. Decorate it however you like. Now that we have our coloring done, you can add in the optional bits. So if you have a pom-pom or a cotton ball, you can glue it right there on top where the pom-pom of the hat goes. And if you have some ribbons and some scraps of yarn, you can glue those onto your hat to give it a little bit of texture and to make it extra cozy. When you're done gluing your yarn on, you can just trim the little edges of the hat so that nothing's hanging off the side. And there is my cozy winter hat. Thanks guys, have fun and stay warm.